So, if y'all can't tell, I'm in the bathroom. Well, this probably will be the one and only video I make in the bathroom unless I do a makeup tutorial and a hair tutorial, which is very rarely because I'm not like the best at it and I don't do it properly. So, but if you guys want me to do it, I will do it. But this is one of the most like second recommended people want me to know about was my piercings and my tattoos. The first was my adoption, then piercings and tattoos, and the coping. So this kind of goes hand in hand with some of the coping mechanisms I used. I'm going to go through the first things I got to the last thing I got. Some of them I'm not going to show you because one is on my hip and I can't show you the one on my hip. I don't have a long enough mirror. And I'm by myself. So we're going to start out with my first lobes. I was a baby when I got them done, so I don't remember how the pain level was. Most of my piercings were easy peasy, didn't hurt. Second were my Sweet 16 piercings. That was, we had a birthday party, and then this was our present, pretty much, with our ear piercings, because we didn't get our license and permits until we were 17 and 18. So we got our ears pierced on both sides. I have them all on both sides, besides my trinkets. I'll get back to that. Okay, so the third thing I got was my lovely shoulder tattoo. Turn back around, and you're gonna actually see it. It's pretty much like an anchor and a flower and like a universe sign. It is a cover up, so I got the cover up after most of my tattoos. Okay, so my second one is actually one of my top 2 favorite tattoos I have is my butterfly and my flower tattoo. Sorry for the commotion, it's just by myself. I don't know how to piece videos together and insert pictures. I don't know how to do that yet. So, meaning behind this tattoo. Explained a little bit. So you watched how I met my mom, and that story, it goes hand in hand. It's me and my mother. I was high school, graduated right after on June 6th. Got my ankle tattoo for my birthday, which was like beginning of September. In August, beginning of September is when I got it done. Gotta remember this correctly. I got my first tragus piercing, which is on my left side. Not my tragus, my industrial, sorry. My first industrial piercing. It was like a 4 out of 10, so not bad. This one they pierced with two needles, which if you get it done, I recommend 2 needles. Recommend it hurts less, it goes faster actually, and it heals quicker. Then the 5th thing I got, to think about this, is my hip tattoo, which I can't show. I'll tell you guys what it is. It's a Jesus fish. Got it done when I was 19. So you kind of figure, if you know the timeline, you know what situation I was going through in this time period of my life. Okay, so here we go with the piercings. I can't exactly remember which one I got first. I believe it was my tragus, which is right here. It's this lovely little itty bitty one right here. And I actually love it. The story behind this wonderful piercing, it's actually the most painful piercing I've ever gotten. I am going to get it on my other side, of course, sooner or later. I just have to get over the fear of getting it done. It's not the pop that scared me. It's not the piercing that scared me. Though what happened was, the guy put the plastic part in my ear, told me I can move just a tad bit, and I moved a tad bit, the plastic falls out of my ear, straight down my ear. So he spent 5 minutes trying to get this back into place, because because he's the one who told me I can move, and my dumb self decided, okay. I was 21 or 22 when I got this done. I stopped piercing and tattooing for a while. Then, I believe, no, my wrist tattoo came next. It says Believe. I got this a period of time that I decided that, you know what? It's time to start believing in myself again. And I have it on my wrist because I can look down at it every day and go, you know what? You're supposed to believe in yourself. You're supposed to sit here and actually believe that you can achieve what you want to achieve in a daily. So I got the word believe. It was like an 8 out of 10. It was very painful. Very, very painful. Shoulder tattoo, let me go back to that. Shoulder tattoo was like a 4. Hip tattoo was like a 7. Ankle tattoo was about a 5. So they're not that bad. This was 8 or 9. It was bad. Burning, pain, shooting, one of the worst places to get a tattoo. It's your wrist. A lot of girls do it, and I don't know why. Never gonna get my other side done. Okay. Then I got this lovely industrial done, which it was like a 7. Let me tell you why. I asked to be pierced with 2 needles, right? 2. This guy's like, okay. Did he pierce with 2 needles? No. He did not pierce with 2 needles. He pierced with 1. And that's why I recommend to get it pierced with 2 needles. People, to get it pierced with 2 needles. The time to get it healed actually takes less. This is about 2 years from now, and it's still healing, people. This one healed within a year. That's the recommended time, people, for industrials, is a year. 2 years later, I'm still dealing with it, healing wise. Like if I switched bars, it takes my ear to get used to it. 2-3 weeks to get my ear used to this new bar I'm about to stick in. Yeah, not okay. And then I got this done. I believe I got my 3rd piercing before I got my industrial. And they were just like a 3 or 2. They were nothing special. At one point I decided I wanted to get all the way up. But I figured like if I do have my industrial, it would kind of look silly if I go way up here with them and like even it out. It'll just look silly. I am going to get my elytringus pierced. It does help with headaches, but not amazing. Like the teeth will, like right here. And probably will get that done too, just because I do have really, really bad migraines. And those will be my last piercings on both sides. So I'll have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll have 14 piercings by the time I'm done. And then I'm gonna stop. Okay, so my 5th/6th last tattoo is my Snickers tattoo. He's on my foot. Let me lift my foot up because it's very difficult. It's on my foot. I don't know if you can see it. It's Snickers. If you don't know, Snickers passed away in October. And it was one of my lowest points in my life because he was my baby and I lost him. And I needed to do something. And I was like, I gotta do something. So, $120 later, I got his name tattooed on my foot. Let me tell you, I can stand pain. I can. But that was like a 10 out of 10 for me. I sat there and cussed and cried because I was in pain and the meaningful of this tattoo. And it was very difficult tattoo for me to get. Okay, so let's go back to my cover up. I got that done about close to me, when me and Justin started dating. We started dating in May. I got it done in September. I did it for my birthday. It was my birthday present to myself for my 21st birthday. I was tired of having that one tattoo on my shoulder, so I got it covered up. So I pretty much told the tattoo artist, I was like, kind of want a flower. I want this thing. Whatever you can do with it, I want it gone. Okay, so I went from, I'll show you so I went from only having like this part, like the anchor, to this massive tattoo. So of course there's a flower, and I can't even reach it. There's a flower, and I actually love the flower. This, on the other hand, I was like, do whatever. Fill the space in, because he's like, there's gonna be dead space, and you just don't want that. I was like, okay, whatever. He's like, it doesn't matter the size, you're gonna still paint the same. It's just, he has a tattoo cover up fee. It's just, no matter how big your tattoo is gonna be, it's a dead fee, because it's difficult. And I only paid $100. So, and he's a very good tattoo artist. It's just that small going to at least a decent size. I knew the guy, so I also got a discount because I knew him. He's a family friend. So, cover up. Where he covered up was like a 2. I felt it, but there was no pain. People are like, oh, covers up hurt so much. You're gonna feel everything and blah, 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 and how deep the tattoo is. And I'm like, okay. Remind you that I did get the original tattoo touched up. So this is the 3rd time this spots have been touched. The 3rd. Barely felt it. When he was doing it, I was like, are you doing that cover up part? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So I went from barely having bone tattooed on my bone to pretty much getting a full bone tattoo. And let me tell you, getting bone tattoos are so painful because you're tattooing straight on the bone. Like there's barely any meat. That's when I started to cuss. I was like, holy crap, I said pretty much every cuss word in the book. Cover up was probably like a 6, 5 or 6, because it was on the bone. But my worst tattoo was one of the most meaningful tattoos I have on my body, which is my foot. If you guys have any more questions, I will explain more. But I think I pretty much explained everything to the meaning. I know I kind of went out of order a little bit, but it's kind of hard to remember all my piercings when I got them in order, because there's 11. I'm planning on getting more tattoos. What I really want to do is get all my grandmas and grandpas that passed away, like, name on my shoulders and their handwriting. That's one of the tattoos I'm going to get. When the Snake Cream and Snowflake passed away, they're also going to go on my body. I don't know where, but they are. I think me and Tina and Linda are all going to get a sister tattoo. Don't know exactly what. I have to design it. I got told this, but they won't tell me what they want, so it's been put on hold again. Pretty much all my tattoos are very meaningful to me. They mean something to me. They are part of my life that means a significant part of my life. Like, I don't just go around and get random tattoos. Like, this cover up is like a new startup to me, a new relationship. Like, me and Justin wanted it to be covered up, and I wanted it to be covered up forever, and he's the one who kind of pushed me, like, oh, you should, like, it's gonna help our relationship. And I was like, fine, whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and do it, because I've been saying for about 2 years that I wasn't gonna get covered up, and I finally did. So you have any more questions, just go ahead and shoot me a message. Put a message on the lower, like, down there. I don't know how to do this. Sorry, I'm not a YouTuber. But you want more meaningful, like, you want tattoo ideas. I'm not the best person to do it, because all my tattoos are meaningful. Like, I can tell you ideas that I've had in the past that I was gonna get that kind of represent my family, but I decided not to get them because it didn't go with my lifestyle type of situation. Like, I do keep mostly like studs in my ears because I'm a housekeeper. I run around all day long. Right now I have the plastic ones in my ear because I am having surgery Monday. This is Friday, so there's no point, and I knew I was having surgery. Kind of just threw them in, and they're probably gonna last my ears probably another couple months because sometimes I'm just too lazy to change them. And I also want new ones because mine are getting old and starting to discolor, and I'm starting at the age that I'm 24, about to be 25 in September, that I love my piercings, but sometimes I don't want them people like, oh, you have industrials. Yes, I do. And your point is, so this is less in your face than having like a purple or red or green or a blue bar in your ear, you know, or silver, because silver really pops. But if you have any questions, I don't mind answering about my tattoos or my piercings. Like, that's the one thing I don't mind answering about. Just shoot me any message, text message, Facebook message, post it down in the comments or whatever. So I wish you guys have a good night.